Hello guys, and you're welcome back to the series of as in the second part of managed service cases in Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2016. And in today's lesson, we will concentrate on how to create service cases. So we're going to look into how to create a case by using the quick create form, how to create a case by using the full form, also how to convert activity records to cases. We're also going to identify case types, likewise identify case form sections. We're going to add post activities and node to cases, and we are also going to identify activities types that can be converted into cases, likewise convert activity into cases. So we're going to go straight into the creation of case using the quick form and the full form. Now, talking about the quick form can be you can easily access that from the ribbon, but we're going to go straight to service work area and then to cases. And as you can see, we have my active cases, which gives a list of all the cases that have been assigned to me or that I own. So at this point, if you're talking about creation of case using quick, like I said the other time, using quick form, that can be done simply by going through the ribbon. But I would like to quickly show us how to create a case, which is to click a new case over there. How to quickly create a case using the full form. Now, there's a difference between the full form and the quick create form. The difference is the full form gives you the full, as in all the fields that needs to be, that you have access to for a case. Unlike the quick create form that only shows you just minimum, like what you just need to focus on. So now for the quick, we click on that, and then you can see that these are all the records that you can create quick. That you can create records using quick form. So you can see we have the account, we have the lead, the competitor, we have contact lead and opportunity. So likewise, you have access to activities that you can create using the quick from the ribbon. So we're going to try the case, and you will see that it actually loads a small form, or a smaller form compared to the full form. I'm going to click cancel so that you can have a look again into the full form, so that you're going to see how it's going to look like. So you can see it only talks about the minimum, as in the minimum fields, which is more like very important. So looking back into the full form, you can see that the full form actually has so many fields, unlike the quick create form, which is what you see here, which has just the minimum required fields. So we're going to create a case for this particular customer, and we're going to fill in the title, which is also mandatory. The red asterisk means it's mandatory, and here we're done with creating a case for that particular customer. You can see what it shows there that it's been created using quick form. So we're going to go to now create another case, but let's quickly check the one we created. You can see it's been created, so we're going to create another case. Okay, now we just open it up, and you can see that it's actually still the same. It's actually used the full form to open up the quick the record we use the quick form to create. So it's still the same thing. The difference is just like with the quick form, it's just like quickly giving you the minimum that you can create. So let's go for the full form now. We're going to create a case using quick form. Now we're going to use this title by using full form, and then we're going to select the same customer, and then there is, well, I think we're good to go based on what we did the other time. So just two fields, that's what we filled. So, and then you can see that is also being created. So that's pretty much how to create a case, using quick form or full form. And looking at what we've created is the same, as in the information there is close to. The only thing is just the title that actually differs. And you can see on the form there are other sections of the form that one can actually access. We'll talk about that later in this lesson. Now there's something I would like to quickly talk about, which is more like the phone to case process, which actually guides you through what needs to be done, which is that part that you see before the summary. So now if you are going to create another case using that process, I'm just going to follow, because the process is just more like to do a walkthrough on what you need to concentrate on to be able to create a case. So it's more like you're receiving a call, and then it's going to like tell you, okay, you need to fill this, you need to fill that. So now we've done that, we click save, and then I'm going to go the part there that is orange, that is the active stage of the process. So and you can now move on to the next stage. So the next stage is to do a research. So for the research, I can say, well, maybe I want to find related case. If I click on that, it gives me find similar cases, which is possible that we might have actually resolved something close to this before. So this gives us an opportunity to know what we did to be able to resolve that case, so that we can apply the same resolution to this. And I can as well move on to the next stage, which is to resolve. So this is more like I said earlier, is a process that actually guides you through how to work on the case. Now this is the process that actually comes with Microsoft Dynamics. You can actually edit this process to fit into your business rules or business need. So we're going to go for the next, which is about how to convert activity records to cases. Now we're going to quickly create a phone. Remember how we actually got to this place, which we did the other time. So we're going to create a phone activity, and we're going to say, well, maybe we received a phone call from a particular customer, or from so we're going to just type in the subject of the call, and then we're going to specify all the necessary information about that. So this is more like you as an agent receive a call, and then you want to quickly convert that call to a case. So this is about how you can convert an activity to a case. So now we're going to select the call to, as in the person that received, the recipient of the call. So you have to more like know the so now we select good, we select that, and then now for the record, I want us to know that for that we can, it's not only about account, it can be contact, just as we saw there, but we're going to select contact, and then we are ready to go. And also to more like say that this is more like an exam area, as in you should expect questions from here, but it's gonna ask for like the activity that can be converted to case. So you have to actually know that. So right now we continue from there, we save, and after saving you can see the convert to. So we click on that, and you can see that we can only convert this activity to either a case or to an opportunity. So we click that, and then by default it's gonna use like the subject. If you leave it blank, it's gonna make use of the subject of the phone call. So we're just gonna leave it that way and click on convert, and there you go. We have a case being created from that phone activity with the same subject, and you can see on our activities we see that particular phone call activity that we used, which has been associated to this case. And the next one we're going to go through will be the case type. For the case type, we're going to go scroll down to a section that is called additional details. So, and also to another thing which comes with 2016 is the fact that you can actually get through there from the navigation that I clicked just now. So the case type can be what you have there. So you can select any of those, and that is all about case type. So we're gonna wait. If you look below, you see that the change is here to be saved. So we can either go straight to the ribbon and look for save button and click on that, or we go back to that. But you realize that it's already been saved. So that is one thing I want to quickly point out. For Microsoft Dynamics CRM, there is what is called autosave, which kicks in after you've changed something or after 30 seconds. So okay, now we're gonna go for other part, which is gonna be this section. Now section we can actually see through the navigation that I said earlier, which is near to 2016, so which can take us to any part of the section on the form. So that is a pretty cool thing with section. And now we're going to talk about other things that is related to case entity, which is more like the post and other associated activities. Now we can actually create a post just like what you have on Facebook, so we can create a post that other people can see. So I just created a post, and I can as well other people can like this post, or they can reply. They can reply the post. So the next one will be the activities that can be associated to their case. Now, if you can see that we actually created this case from a phone activity, and there are other activities that can be created like the email and the appointment. So we're going to try to create a task activity. So we're going to create this activity, and just to quickly let you know that before you can actually resolve a case, as in before you can close a case, all the associated activities must have been closed, as in okay, just like we just created this, you can see the complete, so which means we can complete this. Currently the activity was open as an active, so now we just clicked on complete, and that makes it inactive. So we can also attach a note to this case, so which is another good feature, which is not only, it doesn't only apply to case. All these activities applies to almost all the entities. You can create post activities, you can create note. So that's the note we just created, and you can see the activities, you can see the note. Notes, you can actually make an attachment, which is more like a file. So that wraps up this particular lesson. So we're going to continue on in the last lesson. Thank you. Subscribe.